Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Flash Forward, and today I'm going to tell you guys some effective ways on how to set your pricing. Run the intro. Y'all just chill on my fancy shirt. I had to go deal with a client today, and I liked it, so I kept it on. One of the most difficult things as a videographer was figuring out how to set my prices. My goal in this video is to tell you guys about a few different things that I came across to help me set those prices and hopefully help you skip a few of those mistakes I made in the beginning. I'll let you guys know right off the rip, there is no one formula that's going to give you the perfect pricing. A lot of it comes down to trial and error and then learning from those mistakes and then making the adjustments for them. The ideas and figures that I put in this video is going to be very unique to you as an individual. We're going to talk a little bit about your expenses and how we make that work for how you set your prices. I prepared a really quick and easy Excel form for you guys where it allows you to list all of your expenses as well as all of the services that you get paid for and just see how those kind of work together. If you guys want to follow along, you can download the Excel form in the description below. I guarantee this is going to be one of the biggest things to help you in the future. Okay, so here's our Excel form. So as you can see at the top here, here's all the months in the year. Here's all the totals down the side here. And then on this side here is all of our services that we offer that we actually get paid for. So the way I like to break it down is to make just each category, and then within each service category, you have another subcategory. So for example, here we have our videography. We do weddings, events, and productions. Photography, same deal, and all the way down the line here. So let me show you guys quickly on how to use this this form. So let's say for weddings in January, we did a total of $10,000 worth of sales there. For events, we did, let's say, $5,000. And then for productions, we did another $5,000, let's just say. And then let's say we did a couple of logos, $1,000, let's say. Let's say we did a bunch of editing, I don't know, another $1,000. And there we go, so we did that. Okay, so this area is for anything that wasn't paid up front or that's not paid in full. Or how I like to set it up is I like to separate all of my clients that I charge taxes to and send an invoice for. So all of these would be invoiced services, and then this is going to be for my cash and anything that wasn't invoiced. So here we go. Let's say we made another $5,000 in cash projects, no invoice sent out, no taxes charged. I'll put that information down in this section. So what's really cool in the way that how we set it up is we have all the formulas in here for you. So if you look at it here, this number right here is representing all of the services that all of the payments that we receive for the services that we do, including our cash amounts here. So in the month of January, we made $36,000, which would be awesome, right? So what's really cool and what I love about the way that this is set up is on this side here now you can see the total of what you actually made for each service throughout the course of the year. So let's go to February. Let's say in February we made $1,500 on weddings. For events we did $6,000, and then for sales we did, I don't know, that's production sales, we did another $5,000. Okay, so on this side here, for weddings, you can see for the year we made $25,000. For events, we made a total of $11,000, and then for productions, we did $10,000. And you do that every month throughout every category, so you can see at a quick glance how much money that particular service has made for you in the course of the year. So let's move down here. So this is the next section that I want to look at really quickly. So these are all the people that I would pay on a monthly basis. So I have on company one, might be a printing company. Let's say we paid them $400 for the business cards that we printed. Let's say we had to pay another company for the photo albums that cost us another $3,000. Let's say I don't know, who cares? I don't know, another company we paid $800. here too. And now let's say we have our people that we contract work out to, or people that work for me, or whatever the case is. It would be nice to make $31,000 or $36,000 for the year and pay nothing, but more times than less, I pay people to help me get the projects done. So let's say employee number one, I paid him $2,500, or yeah, $2,500 for his work. Let's say the next person, they were out a few more times, I paid them $5,000, and let's say we paid one person $10,000 for the month. Let's just say, for example. So once again, these are for companies, and I'll add to this if I need to. So every company that I start working with, I'll add them to this section here. And then once again on the side over here, I can see at a quick glance for the year, I know how much I've paid this person, and when tax season comes around, like, it's really, really, really easy for me to just look over here and know exactly how much I paid company one, employee one, employee two, etc., etc. Okay. So the third section here, let's move down again. This is my personal expenses. So this is all the stuff that you know you have to pay for every month, is what you would want to add to this section. So one thing I always tell employees is to always make a salary for yourself. So there's going to be a certain amount of money that you put away every single month that is just for you. Okay. So let's say, for example, I want to put away $5,000 every month for myself. That's my salary. I know that's going to be reoccurring every month. So I'll put the $5,000 in there. I'll take this and I'll drag it out. Every month I know I'm going to be paying myself $5,000, or that's what my goal is. Let's say, for example, one month I don't have the ability to pay myself $5,000. I was only able to put in $3,000. I'd adjust it for every month that it applies for. Okay, so once again, at the end of the year, I can see I'm going to put aside $58,000 for myself for the year. Okay, let's say for internet, cost me $300. So same deal, you take it, you just drag it out, and there you go. So you can see right at a quick glance, $3,600 is what you spent in the year there. Let's say for a haircut, another $100. Click it, drag it out, and then again you see $1,200, sorry, is what you get for the year. Is how much you spend for the year. So this is really good information. You go through, once again, every single thing that you pay for on a monthly basis, so you know it's going to come up on a month here or a month there or whatever. All of your expenses aside from what you pay people is what you want to put in this section here. So this is where it gets really, really cool, and it helps you start understanding how your money's working and how your services are working, and if you're making money or losing money. So right here, your opening bank statement is what the number that you want to put here is exactly how much money you have in your account right now. So if it's $0, you put 0. If you have $1,000, you put $1,000 in there. So this is where it gets really interesting. So this number here represents the total amount of expenses that you had for the month of January. So you can see here, $403,800, everything here, all of my expenses and everything. I've spent $27,100 this month to operate my business, essentially. So what this number represents here is your total income, so the $3,600 minus your total expenses of $2,700. It was left over with $8,900 is what was left over. So that's just icing on the cake. That's after all your expenses are paid, after you put a salary aside for yourself. Almost $9,000 is what's back in your account, and it's just sitting. So what you see here is your opening statement plus your surplus or deficiency, whatever, is added together, and then you'll see here is $9,900 is what your closing bank statement for the month of this January is. So once again, we'll take that number over here. So that it automatically updates itself. So let me show you guys really quickly here. If my opening statement was 500, when I hit enter, that number is going to change, and all the numbers down the line here is also going to change. Okay, so that just shows you here, boom, you have $9,400 in your account now. So once again, we made $26,000 in the month of February based off of the information that we punched in here. We made $26,000. Our expenses for the month was, let's go down here, $5,400. So here we go again. this number minus, or sorry, this number here, your cash flow here, minus your expenses is what this number represents here. So once you add that to your opening bank statement, we're now at $30,000. That's what moves over here. So we didn't make any money this month, so we lost $5,400 here, right? So that's what this new number is going to represent right here. So every month it goes down. You can see by the end of, if we continue on this trend here, we start losing money in, what is this, June or July. We start losing money. Or sorry, August is when we start losing money. So it just gives you an idea of, you know, how your money is working and how everything is going at a quick glance here. So the numbers that we really want to pay attention to is this right here. So this represents our total amount of money that we need. If the numbers are represented right now, this is the total amount that we need per year just to operate our business. Okay. So what I like to do is, and how this information really starts helping you is you could take this number right here. So the 84,500, let's punch it in here, 84,500. That's our total expenses. So let's put that in there, total expenses, okay? What we wanna do now is we wanna figure out if $84,500 is our total expenses for the year. So let's do that math here, 84,500 for the total year. If we divide that by 12, that lets us know how much money we have to make per month. So in order for us to break even, we need to make $7,041.66 is what we need to make every month to break even. Now, this is where it also becomes really interesting, is where you can start figuring out exactly how you want to put these numbers into work for you. So on average, let's say you can only handle 10 clients per month. That's your capacity. That's how much you can handle, okay? So what you want to do here is take that number, the 7,041, and you want to divide that by the amount of people that you know you're able to service per month. So if you divide that by 10, is what we're saying for the example here, you need to make at least $704, and it looks like 16 cents here to break even. Okay, so this really helps you break it down here. So for every month, you need to service 10 people, and you need to make at least $705 to break even at the end of the year. All right. So what you do now, if you're a smart person, you'll take that number again, 84,500. Okay, that's your total expenses for the year. And you'll say, okay, I know I need to make at least $7,041 per month to break even. So what you want to do here is put a figure of, we'll say 10,000. We'll do it like that. So 10,000. Now for 10,000 people, or for $10,000 divided by 10 people, that lets us know we need to make at least one. If we make $1,000 a month, or $1,000 per person, for every 10 people, that brings us into $10,000 for the month, and we're making a little bit more than what we're actually spending every single month. And that's how you become profitable as a company. Obviously, you don't charge people just enough to cover your expenses. You need to charge them more than your expenses so that you can make money. You can profit as a business, right? And from here, what you can do is you could take that difference there. So 1,000 minus 704.16, that works out to 295. You multiply that by 12. You know right away that you are making a total of $3,550.08 is what you're profiting at the end of the year, if these are your numbers that you set for your prices, right? So obviously, this is not etched in stone. This is not your start all end all. You know, some months you might make, you might service 10 clients, some months you might service 6, some months you might service 12. You never really know, but this is just a way for you to understand how your business works in terms of your expenses and then it allows you to put together a plan or a pricing scheme or whatever to ensure that you're making more money than you're spending at the end of the month. So once again, I'm going to be linking this in the comments below. You guys can actually download this and you can start punching it into your information. You just open it up in Excel. All of the formulas and everything are going to be ready to go. And from there, you just start understanding your business and you start making a difference in the future. Let's just talk really quickly about a few things that'll help you justify your pricing. So number one, know your market. It's a really good idea to understand the type of clients that you have within your market and what they can essentially afford. So number two, understanding your competition is also very important. You never want to be priced too high in the market or too low in the market. You always want to try and be somewhere in the middle. Number three, you're definitely going to need some kind of portfolio. You can tell people as much as you want how good you are, but if you can't show them anything, they're not going to buy from you, plain and simple. What I would recommend is doing some free work. I know. The sound of free work just makes your skin start to crawl. But there are actually a lot of benefits involved with doing some free work, especially in the beginning. Number four. So once you've created a little portfolio for yourself, I would really recommend making a show reel. It doesn't have to be really long, you know, a minute, 2 minutes, doesn't really matter. But you want to give them bits and pieces of work that you've completed and give them a visual representation of what you're capable of doing. Number five, and this was probably very important. A lot of the times people will complain that you're more expensive than somebody else, which it's gonna happen. Highlighting your availability and efficiency can help you go from the low end to the higher end pretty quickly, and I'll tell you why. If I'm a full-time videographer and I'm available Monday through Sunday, anytime, anywhere in the city, versus somebody that's only able to do it on weekends, most people would appreciate that more. And that gives you the ability to give your price with a little more confidence. You have to be able to provide your clients with some kind of value. Once you're valuable, it's much easier for you to tell people why they need you and then price them accordingly. So I hope these ideas really helped you figure out ways to set your pricing. It would be cool to know what other things you guys have done to help yourself set your own prices. So you can leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't done so already, just make sure you remember to subscribe and hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching and take care of yourselves. Peace.